Good evening, everybody. Thank you, all of you, for joining today's session about learning about AI and its role at University of Florida. We have Mathew Lisko here with us today, who will be leading the session. So just bear with me for 2 more minutes, then I'm going to hand it over to Mathew. Before we get into today's session, a little bit about what Education USA is. Education USA is a global network under the US Department of State, made up of over 425 international student advising centers in more than 175 countries. We are your official source to US higher education through Education USA advisors working with advisees to provide unbiased, updated, comprehensive information on higher education in the United States. In Pakistan, Education USA is a part of USCFP, United States Educational Foundation. And this is also the Fulbright Commission of the country. And USCFP promotes mutual understanding between the people of Pakistan and the people of the United States through educational and cultural exchange. We have offices in Islamabad, Lahore, and Karachi. However, we are available online as well for people throughout the country to reach out to us. And if, for those of you who have to give your SAT, your TOEFL, or your GRE, USCFP also has the Prometric Testing Center, so you can reach out to our testing department and set it up for you as well. And now I'm going to hand the session over to Mathew. And everybody, whatever questions you have, please don't worry. Towards the end after Mathew's presentation is over, we're going to do a Q&A session and Mathew will answer all your questions. Over to you, Mathew.
Awesome, thank you so much. Let me share my screen real quick with everyone. Hopefully you can all see my screen at this point. So welcome to the presentation. Again, my name is Mathew Lisko. I am our Assistant Director of International Admissions here at the University of Florida. And I'm super excited to spend some time with you all this afternoon. For us, it's early morning about the University of Florida as well as artificial intelligence. So today we're going to be talking about a brief agenda. We're going to be doing a quick introduction to the University of Florida. And then we're going to talk about artificial intelligence at UF and how we have become a complete and full artificial intelligence university. Then we're going to talk about the undergraduate admission process, as well as we'll answer some questions at the end. So just a little bit about the University of Florida. So UF is a very large public research school. We're listed as an R1 research institution, and we have over 58,000 total students at our institution. And about 38,000 of those are undergraduate students, about 15 to 16,000 are graduate students, and our students are coming from more than 131 countries. University of Florida is a land, sea, and space grant institution, meaning that we are literally doing research on all parts of the world, and our students have the ability to get involved with all cool, really cool research projects. Now, UF is ranked a top 5 public research university according to US News of World Report. We are ranked number 29 nationally, so we're ranked in the top 50 in the United States for both public and private schools, but we are ranked the number 5 top public research school in the United States. There's a lot of stuff that goes into this. Last year, we spent over $1 billion in research spending in the last fiscal year. We have a lot of other really cool things that are going on at our school, and we're doing a lot of really cool research projects, not only with artificial intelligence, but with many other subjects. Now, here at UF, we do have more than 120 undergraduate programs at our institution, so there's something for absolutely everyone to study. We have more than 200 graduate and professional degrees, as well as we have 5 professional schools. We have a College of Medicine, College of Law, College of Dentistry, College of Pharmacy, and we have a College of Veterinary Medicine. So there's tons of different opportunities here at UF to get a great degree and to study great programs. Now, our 120 undergraduate programs are spread across 16 colleges. You can see a list of the colleges that are all listed here. And one thing that's cool is, this is a really good note to take, is that all of these colleges are doing a lot of really cool stuff. And I'm going to talk more about these colleges later on the presentation when I talk about artificial intelligence. But this is just to take a mental note of what we have and what we offer. Now, UF being a large public research school, people think our classes are huge, but our average class size is actually 17:1. So you actually get a lot of interaction with your professors, you get to meet everyone pretty well, and you'll really get to spend some time learning from our amazing faculty that we have at our university. Now, like I talked about before, we are doing leaders in research. We are educating the next generations of scientists, engineers, teachers, leaders in government and industry. We're really focusing on teaching everyone how the world's changing, and artificial intelligence is changing the world. And that's something that is at the forefront of our education here at this institution. But we're really spending some time doing a lot of really cool research opportunities for students. Now, we are, again, ranked as one of the top research schools. I'm showing some pictures of our research facilities, but our students do have the ability to get involved with research from day one at our institution and really take advantage of all the awesome opportunities that we have here. We're doing some really cool research and that kind of stuff, and we're really innovative here at UF by developing new projects. One thing that was near and dear to everyone was during the COVID-19 pandemic, UF created low-cost open source ventilators, which we were then able to ship to all the UF health facilities across the state, which ended up saving countless lives. That was an innovation project that we did during COVID. Now, what you all are here today to learn more about is artificial intelligence. We're going to transition and talk about this a little bit, and I'm going to just go to my slide right here and that kind of stuff, because there's a transition on here that I'm not appreciating. So I'm just going to go to the slides and let you, and then we'll be able to talk more about them. So one thing is UF is leading in artificial intelligence. You can actually scan that QR code that you see on your screen right now, and that kind of stuff, and you're able to that will take you to our artificial intelligence website, and so you can learn more about what we are offering at our institution. UF is the first complete artificial intelligence university in the United States, and that's something that we are super proud about at our institution. We own the fastest and most comprehensive supercomputer in higher education. That's known as the Hypergator. So it's something and the one thing that's nice is it's mainly used for student focuses. So if students want to use our supercomputer, all they got to do is make an appointment with our AI center, and they can actually go and plug in and do research problems with our supercomputer. And that's really delivering a lot of stuff within artificial intelligence. Now, you can't really just talk about artificial intelligence as what it and that kind of stuff because it's a very broad subject. So what is artificial intelligence, and how are we using it at our institution? So AI is it leverages computers and machines to mimic the problem solving and decision making capabilities of the human mind. So a lot of people think of AI right now, and all they're thinking about is ChatGPT. I'm sure you've all used ChatGPT, and if you haven't, that's what a lot of people are using. So we want to but one thing that we want to stress here at UF is that we're not just ChatGPT. Yes, we use ChatGPT and regenerative technology in our writing and our skills, but we're way more than ChatGPT, and we're doing a lot of really cool projects. Now, UF is building the nation's first comprehensive AI university through a university-wide partnership that's going to be able to teach artificial intelligence across all of our subjects. So what are we doing with that? And why are we going all in with AI? We really think AI is the future. And if you don't believe that and that kind of stuff, that's fine. That's your opinion. But we really think at UF, AI is the future of education. AI is ubiquitous in every business sector. Every single program, every single person, every single business, every industry is going to use AI in the future. Every single business, every single industry, every single job is going to use some sort of AI in the future. I said that twice. The reason why I said that twice is because it's true. If you think about it, if you use Microsoft Word to write a paper, it's giving you suggestions these days on how to make your writing better. If you use Grammarly to help with your writing, it's going to help you help it better. If you're using any kind of ChatGPT to help with your thoughts, it's going to make it better. If you're going to do a research presentation on AI, maybe you put this information into that and it gives you out the presentation. Again, AI is becoming the center, and it's going to be something that's going to help, and it's going to teach us all about what's going on in the future. We are recognizing that artificial intelligence is transforming all sectors of the workforce, and UF is teaching AI to all students, regardless of their majors. And one thing that's really nice about it is that we have our own definition of what we believe AI is. and UF is defining what it means to be an AI university through groundbreaking changes to AI learning, creating an AI workforce for tomorrow, and tackling the world's most pressing issues. That's what we are hoping that our students learn from AI at our institution and what they hope to get out of it when they leave. Now, how are we incorporating this into our university? We are doing a lot. AI, we have currently over 230 AI courses that for students to take. So there's courses in all 16 of UF's colleges. So I showed you the slide before where it talked about that we have a College of Medicine, a College of Law, a College of Pharmacy, College of Business, College of Engineering, College of Arts, College of Journalism. AI is in all of our programs. We are truly transforming all of our majors and having every single program have the ability to be involved with AI. Now, current students are rapidly trying to get involved with our AI programs at our institution. We currently have over 7,500 students enrolled in AI education at our institution. 6,000 of those are undergraduate students and about 1,500 are graduate and professional students. So students are getting involved with AI from literally their first days on campus, and they're taking advantage of our AI courses, our AI faculty members, and they're really taking advantage of everything this institution offers when it comes to AI. They're using the supercomputer, they're using the hypergator that we mentioned before. Again, we're teaching it across all of our majors. So again, we have more than 120 undergraduate majors, 200 graduate programs, and every major here at UF has an AI component now to it. Pretty soon, we're going to actually have our own AI major. It's going to be an advanced degree with AI with computer science. So I know a lot of you are maybe interested in computer science and engineering, and there's actually going to be an advanced degree. So you're going to be able to get a master's degree in AI specifically within computer sciences and how you can incorporate that into the workforce. And that will be coming fall 2024. So it's going to be ready for the next cycle and that kind of stuff. So you'll be able to start applying for that program soon. We do offer an AI certificate, and one thing that's nice about this certificate, it will show up on a student's diploma. So when you actually go on to apply for a job, or if you go on to apply for any kind of workforce and that kind of stuff, they will actually see that you got an AI certificate on your diploma when you graduate from this institution. Not many universities can see that. So you might have a degree in electrical engineering with an AI focus. That's what your diploma will say and your transcripts will say. So you'll be able to say that you are artificial intelligence certified and you know how to use artificial intelligence and how you believe it's the backbone and that kind of stuff. So it's something that's really awesome that's going on at our institution. We also have some extracurricular activities or co-curricular activities that are truly for AI. So we have a hackathon where we teach students how to hack different softwares using AI. They have a pitch competitions where you can learn how to pitch an AI project. There's internships that are available within AI. And these are internships not only in the United States, but internships that are around the world that our students are being able to take advantage of within AI programs. So now, if you are in one of our undergraduate programs, and if you're applying for one of our undergraduate programs, we do have a three-course AI certificate that students can get, but this is also at the graduate level as well. And one thing that we are teaching about at AI at our institution, and something that we really believe is extremely important when talking about AI, is that you need to take classes not only in how AI works and how to use AI, but you also need to learn about how the ethics behind it. So we don't only want to teach students on what AI is and how you can use it. We also want to teach you the ethics behind it and how you can use data and technology in your work and how someone can actually understand what you're doing. Now we could easily teach AI, and again, maybe you go and do something that you're not supposed to with AI, which is fine. But we want to teach you the ethics behind it. We want to teach you that there is there is an issue out there with people who are going to be using AI to steal people's information, and we don't want that to be what students learn at our institution. So you will take an ethics course. You're also going to take a fundamentals course, and that's available to anyone. So you can take a fundamentals of AI to learn what really is AI and how you can use it in your specific major and take classes with that. We recently hired over 130 faculty members who are really dedicated just to AI, who are going to be able to teach you the fundamentals of how to use it. How do you actually incorporate that with a College of the Arts degree? Or how do you incorporate that with a business degree or an engineering degree? How are you going to incorporate it? So we're going to teach you the fundamentals. And then the last class you take is one elective course in the student's discipline. Now there's over 230 courses in AI, but these are just a couple of them. We have a business analytics class with AI. There's AI in the built environment. That's with our College of Sustainability. There's AI in media and society. That's part of our College of Journalism. And there's just so many other really cool things that you can do with it. Now, one thing that we're doing at UF to make it even more is we're sharing our AI knowledge with other universities. So UF is working with faculty from Florida A&M University to help develop curriculum in AI by collaborating with HBCUs, which is historically Black colleges and universities. We can ensure that we have a diverse AI-enabled workforce. UF is also working with Miami-Dade College, the largest enrollee of Hispanic students, and a college credit certificate is now available for students who are at this school. So we're not only using it with our university, but we're teaching other universities how to use AI as well. Now, what does AI mean for students? What does it mean for students to be an AI university? That kind of stuff. And it's really just in that kind of stuff. What does this mean? In every major, students have the opportunity to acquire knowledge on AI and data science. So we are making it, again, so for students to really understand what's going on, to get this information, and really just be out there. Now, when you graduate with a degree at UF, there's endless opportunities for you, but within AI specifically, we are partnering with over 200 businesses to assess their AI needs. So we're working with over 200 businesses. A lot of them are engineering companies. So you're thinking about companies in the United States, such as Boeing or GK Enterprise, General Electric, Procter & Gamble. These are the big companies that we're working with to assess their AI needs and how we can partner with them at the University of Florida. How can we actually give them the student that they need to get them the best training that they possibly could have? We're working with UF students beginning from freshman year to prepare them for AI-enabled job opportunities. So if you are interested in AI and you come to us, our Career Connection Center, and say, I want to find a job with working in AI, we're going to help you find those jobs, maybe at Google, at Facebook, at Microsoft, at all these large corporations around the world that are going to give you the opportunities to use the AI skills that you're learning at our institution and incorporate them into real world work. And then we're really training, and we're training the engineers of tomorrow on how to use AI at our institution. So with all of that being said, what are we doing? So we're building the first AI university. That's something that we are building here at our institution. We are creating the first complete artificial intelligence institution, and we're making sure that our students feel a success. So UF offers AI expertise in a nationally ranked career connection center to counsel our students. We have our HyperGator, which is literally the fastest and most comprehensive supercomputer in higher education. It's a world-class high-performance computing environment, unrivaled in academia, and it's being used to push the boundaries of research. It's being taught here at UF. The computer is available to faculty and for student use, and we offer the capabilities that other universities might not be able to have with our HyperGator. We recently hired over 100 new AI faculty members at our campus that are just focused on AI. We are driven in research and innovations at UF across all of our programs. Like I said, we spent over $1 billion in research spending last year. A lot of that money went towards AI and it went towards a lot of our other programs that we have. But we're really trying to figure out how we can incorporate AI in almost everything that we do. We have faculty who are translating life-saving research to bedside practice. So we're really having our researchers go in there and see how they can incorporate AI, not only in ChatGPT, but into life-saving matters within our College of Medicine. We're working with our computer science program to program new games using artificial intelligence. We're working on cybersecurity that works with AI. We're working within our business programs to teach about how marketing and AI can go hand in hand and how you can really put in a question and get a response that is available and clear for all audiences. What are we doing? We're creating the AI school of tomorrow. So we're really and then we're fueling Florida's economy and that kind of stuff. And we're trying to figure out how we can incorporate AI in everything we do in Florida. Florida is a large public state. We have our beaches, we have our amusement parks, we have our theme parks, we have our weather, and we're really trying to figure out how we can incorporate AI at our institution that would teach students to take in with our agriculture, medicine, tourism, and the opportunities are endless. Coming to our school, you're gonna learn a lot about artificial intelligence. You're gonna learn it not only during an undergraduate program, but a master's, a PhD, a professional degree. No matter what you want to do, you're gonna have the opportunity to take advantage of this artificial intelligence at our institution and really see what the future of it is. Now, I share a lot of information with you about building an AI university. UF is super proud about this. This is something that we are excited about the future of and that kind of stuff. And we're really trying to really make sure that students are aware that we have this program. So we're and that kind of stuff. But real quickly, we are going to transition to talk a little bit about what UF is offering when it comes to the application process for students. And that kind of stuff. So if you are interested in learning more about the University of Florida, I would encourage you to go, I'll put the link back up here about AI, but I would encourage you to also learn a little bit of our application process that we have here. And this process is focused on our undergraduate students specifically. So if you are applying for a graduate school program, that's awesome. You can definitely reach out to us. We'll give you our contact information at the end. But really, that kind of stuff, this process is specifically for our undergraduate students. So if you are applying for a bachelor's program, you will apply online using the Common Application. You will receive an email once you submit your application that will give you access to your UFID number. We do need you to upload your transcripts in native language in English for grades 9, 10, and 11. And you can have your counselor send them in, or you can upload them on your status page. For all of our students who are applying for an undergraduate degree, you do have to take the SAT or ACT. These are required tests. If you are applying for a graduate school program, a lot of our graduate school degrees did get rid of the GRE component, except for computer science, as well as a couple other degrees. So, but you do have to submit some kind of standardized test. For our undergraduate students who are on the call, we do not require English proficiency. It's recommended, but it's not required. You can submit TOEFL, IELTS, or Duolingo. If you are a graduate school student and you are going to be applying for a graduate program, a master's, or a PhD program, it is required that you take the TOEFL or IELTS, and we do not accept Duolingo at the graduate level. Here at UF, we do require an 80 on the TOEFL, a 6.0 on the IELTS, and for our freshmen, if you would take the Duolingo, it's a 110. But for graduate school, again, it's only the TOEFL or IELTS, and it's an 80 on the TOEFL or a 6.0 on the IELTS. For our freshmen who are going to be applying to our institution, our deadline for admissions is on November 1st. Our application is open. So you do need to submit your application no later than November 1st if you can be applying for an undergraduate degree program. And then we need to have your transcripts in by November 15th and your test scores by December 1st. We release all of our decisions on the last Friday in February, and this next year is going to be February 23rd. And then you're going to get information from our International Center to start working on your I-20 paperwork. And then we do have our $200 tuition deposit that's due by May 1st, as well as on August 21st, that's when classes will start in 2024. In our review process, we focus on two main factors. We focus on your academics. We put a lot of emphasis on your academics, and that's based off your high school grades. So we want to see the grades that you took in high school. Here at UF, we do not convert your high school grades into GPA, but we do look at the grades that you took as well as how well you did in each course, and we'll use some our knowledge to make sure that you're performing at the best academic rigor that you can. We'll also look at the rigor of your course schedule to make sure that you're taking all the classes that you need to get into your specific major, as well as to take the classes that get into our university. So during your last year, we don't look at your grades from year 12, but we are going to look at your schedule to make sure that you are taking competitive courses. And then, of course, we look at taking into consideration your test scores. For then our non-academics, we do a holistic review. So we're going to look at your essay, we're going to look at your application, we're going to look at maybe your honors or awards, and anything that you did to help prepare you for education. Now, like I said before, UF is a large public research university. We are doing a lot within artificial intelligence, but also doing a lot on our campus. And we really want students to find their community at our institution. Here at UF, we do have over 1,000 student clubs and activities. These range from our academic, dance, culture, research, politics, sports, pre-med, gaming. We have an artificial intelligence organization, so you name it, we have it at our institution. Now, UF is a large public research school, so we have a lot of stuff within research organizations that you can do. We also have a lot of other cool stuff. We also have 138 cultural organizations. We have a Pakistani student association at our university, so students from Pakistan can feel more at home and be around other like-minded students from Pakistan as well. So we do have quite a large population of students from Pakistan at our university. So you will not be the only ones, and you'll feel welcome from day one at our institution. We do have a private lake. It's called Lake Wahlberg. This is a great place for students to go outside and experience everything Florida has to offer. They offer boating, hammocks, sports fields, rope courses, swimming, you name it, we have it. Our weather is pretty much very similar to what your weather is like in Pakistan, and you're going to get to be able to experience a little bit of all of it here at our institution and take in the over 230 days of sunshine that we have at our institution. I hope you learned a little bit more about the University of Florida through this presentation today. Start thinking about your questions. You can start putting them into the Q&A. Thank you so much for coming today. One thing we did want to share that we do have over 450,000 living alumni spread across the world, and they are all here to help you. But again, we want to say thank you for coming to the presentation today. And if you have any questions at this point, we'll go ahead and do the Q&A.
Perfect.
So it looks like we already have some questions who are coming in. I have some colleagues who are in the chat who are going to be able to help answer some of these as well. Perfect. And that kind of stuff. So does UF offer a bachelor's in cybersecurity? And that kind of stuff. So we'll go ahead and answer that live. So we do not have a bachelor specifically in cybersecurity, but within our computer science program, you can actually learn about cybersecurity. So your bachelor's degree would be in computer science, and then your focus would be in cybersecurity. So cybersecurity is an emphasis within computer sciences. So again, you will be learning computer sciences and then have cybersecurity as your concentration. There's actually a lot of artificial intelligence research going on with cybersecurity, and it's one of the better programs that we offer at our institution. Okay,
so another question we have is, do you have a smart grids program, or are you doing any research in smart grids?
I'm sure we are. I don't know of any off the top of my head within smart grids specifically at our institution, but I get and like I said, we'll put our information for our chat in the chat, and I would encourage you to email me that question. I can definitely get you in touch with some of our artificial intelligence faculty members, as well as our other faculty at UF who can help answer that question a little bit better.
Perfect. We have another question. What is the requirement of GRE score for graduate admissions?
Yeah, so all of our programs are different for graduate school programs. When it comes to when it comes to our master's programs, many of our master's programs actually did away with the GRE requirement during COVID, and they never brought that requirement back. Now, if you are interested in computer science, they do require you to take the GRE. I don't know if they have a specific minimum that they're looking for, but usually students do have to have at least a 140 verbal in order to apply to our school, because we want to make sure that's another way for us to test your English proficiency. But from students I've seen in the past, usually it's around a 350 and that kind of stuff, or a 300. But again, you would want to reach out to the program specifically about the graduate programs, about what the requirement is. But if you also just go to all of our departments' websites, all of our departments do have information on their websites that talk about, is the GRE required for the major? So if you're applying for a graduate program, again, you can definitely learn that information on their department's website about is it offered or is it required. The only program that I can think of off the top of my head right now that is requiring the GRE is the computer science program.
Okay, perfect. Somebody wants to know, what are the scholarship requirements for undergraduate admissions?
Sure. All of our students who automatically apply for undergraduate admissions are automatically considered for undergraduate scholarships. We offer scholarships ranging from 3 levels. We have a $8,000 per year scholarship, a $16,000 per year scholarship, and a $20,000 per year scholarship. So as long as you apply by November 1st, you're automatically considered for our merit-based scholarships. Now, merit-based scholarships do help reduce the cost of our tuition by giving you a tuition waiver. Our total cost for attendance here at the University of Florida is right around $50,000. So that's with everything included. That's with your tuition, room, board, food, computer, books, outside expenses, all that kind of stuff. And our highest merit-based scholarship for undergraduate students is $20,000 per year. Now, a lot of students can also apply for financial aid once they're at our university through the departments. All of our departments have scholarships. We met with all of our departments this past summer, and almost every single department told us they have scholarships for not only current for domestic students, but also for international students. And then at the graduate level, we do offer scholarships in the form of teaching assistantships as well as research assistantships. Again, you would want to reach out to the graduate program to find out information about those scholarships.
Perfect. Somebody wants to know, does UF offer online courses and programs?
We do offer programs online. So we have a program called UF Online. We'll put a link to UF Online in the chat. UF Online offers over 30 programs that are completely online for students to take. So these are amazing programs, and our computer science program is actually offered as an online program. UF Online is great here, and it's actually ranked the #1 online education program in the United States. So our UF Online is nationally ranked as one of the best one of the best degrees you can get. And it's really a great program to study. And again, I'll have one of my colleagues who's on the chat with me put the link for UF Online in the chat so you can see it.
Perfect. So somebody is saying that they've completed 2 semesters of their bachelor's in artificial intelligence, and they have a GPA of 3.27. They do, however, have a 6-year study gap before they started their undergrad degree. Is there any possibility to transfer credit as an international student from their Pakistani university to UF?
100%. So we do offer transfer admission at our university. Now, we do things a little bit differently than some universities when it comes to transfer students. You do have to get an international credential evaluation. Those are usually done by like WES, ECE, Joseph Silney and Associates. So you do have to get a credential evaluation, and we need to see what credits you have, as well as how we can transfer those credits to our university. Now, at UF, we do require a minimum of 60 credit hours in order for you to transfer to our university. So that's usually about 2 years of education in order to apply as a transfer student. But you can definitely transfer to our university with from your schools in Pakistan. If you're starting at a university, it's okay that you have a 6-year gap in your education. That really doesn't mean too much to us. We do not require any tests besides the TOEFL or IELTS for transfer students. So you don't need to take the SAT, you don't need to take the GRE, you don't need to take any of those tests as a transfer student. All you'll be required to take is the TOEFL or IELTS exam. Again, an 80 on the TOEFL or a 6.0 on the IELTS, and then get your transcripts evaluated by a credential evaluation agency, and then you would just need to apply online. We do admit students for fall, spring, and summer for our transfer program.
Perfect. And the follow-up question, which a lot of students are probably wondering for transfer, would they still be eligible for scholarships and financial aid?
Yes and no. So I'm going to say the reason why I say that is yes and no is all of the scholarships for transfer students are done through the specific department. So there is scholarships available for transfer students, but from the department specifically you're applying to. So if you're going to be applying for computer science or electrical engineering, you would ask the College of Engineering, what scholarships do you have for transfer students? If you're interested in agriculture or biology and that kind of stuff, you maybe contact the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences or the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and ask them what scholarships they have available. The university as a whole does not have scholarships for transfer students, but each college has very large scholarship programs for our admitted students.
Perfect. So someone's asking, I want to pursue a doctoral program in chemistry without IELTS. The UF exempted, does UF exempt IELTS for Pakistani students, and whether it will affect their application over a candidate from Pakistan who does get IELTS?
So you have to have the IELTS from Pakistan. Unfortunately, it's not a option at our institution. You have to have the IELTS exams. So they are mandatory for all students from Pakistan, unless you have attended an institution in the United States or went to an institution where English was fully taught. Now, I know a lot of schools in Pakistan do teach the classes in English, but we still do require the TOEFL or IELTS exam. So if you applied to UF and you didn't submit your IELTS, we can't actually review your file for admission. It's an accreditation issue with our institution, so you do have to show for graduate school, especially because a lot of our graduate students, our PhD students, are teaching undergraduate courses at our institution. So it's really good for you to have that IELTS score, unfortunately. So we do need to have it. So if you're applying for a graduate level program, unfortunately, most departments won't budge on that. You do have to have the 6.0 or on the IELTS or an 80 on the TOEFL in order to be considered for admission.
Perfect. So someone's saying they're currently left with just 2 more semesters at a Pakistani university. Is it possible to transfer for the last 2 semesters to UF or not?
It is possible to transfer. I would encourage you to really look at your opportunities that your university in Pakistan is offering, because it might be better for you to finish your bachelor's degree in Pakistan and then apply for a master's or a PhD program. It's really expensive. It's a lot more expensive to finish at come here, because what happens as a transfer student, you have to complete so many credit hours at our university in order to get a degree. So even though you're in your last year and you only have 2 semesters left until you graduate, you actually do need to complete 2 full years at our institution in order to get a degree. So you would actually lose some of your credit hours from your school in Pakistan because you need to have, because of the taking the required courses for our majors when as a transfer student. So I would almost encourage you to stay in Pakistan, finish your degree, and then apply as a transfer student, or then apply as a graduate school student. But you definitely can apply as a transfer student if you wish. But again, it just might be that you might have to add more time to your education. So you might not graduate from our institution within 2 semesters. It might be more like 4 semesters.
Yeah, just like adding on that, even as like Education USA advisors, usually what we tend to tell people is, especially if you have such a less time left, like there's just 1 year to finish your degree, finish it off here and go for master's. And to follow up where you said they can apply for master's or PhD for international students, specifically from Pakistan, would you prefer for them to apply directly to master's, or is it like possible for them to just like apply for a PhD if they've done their bachelor's in Pakistan?
Yeah, there's some of our programs do let students apply directly to a PhD program after they directly out of undergraduate from Pakistan or from any other country. So you would just want to look at the department's website. A program that's coming to mind is our PhD in business administration. They don't require you to do the master's, because what happens is you actually get the master's during the first year of the program, and then you get the PhD after 5 total years. So for that program, they don't need you to do an MBA or something like that. They want you can apply directly out of undergrad with that degree program. So it's just really up to it's really a department specific. So you want to just look at the department. Most of our programs will want a master's degree. They're going to want to see a master's program. So you might need to just apply for a master's. But again, it's really department specific at our institution when it comes to PhD programs.
Perfect. So some people are like joining and rejoining. So some questions they're just
Sure.
getting right now. So someone is asking, does UF offer scholarships to programs relating to biology related fields? And is there a chance to get fully funded scholarships?
So we do offer scholarships for students who are in our School of Biology. We have two types of biology at our institution. We have our biology within our College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. That's more the research side of biology. And then we have our biology program within our College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. That's more on like how you adapt to research within like maybe like marine sciences or something like that. And there is scholarships in both of them. Now, when it comes to full scholarships, UF does not offer any full scholarships at the undergraduate level. So if you're applying for a bachelor's program, we do not offer any full scholarships. If you're applying for a teaching assistant or a research assistantship at the graduate school level, we do allow you to get some, we do allow you to have some scholarship money at that point.
And another question is, does UF allow students to work part-time or / on-campus, international students?
So all international students, as part of your student visa, and this is for all universities in the United States, not just the University of Florida, you can work for up to 20 hours per week on campus during the school year. And then during breaks and holidays, you can work up to 40 hours. So as part of your visa, you're going to be, all of you will be on an I-20 or a F1 student visa if you come for a bachelor's program, a master's program, or a PhD. And like I said, so you can work up to 20 hours per week on campus during the school year, so during the 2 semesters. But during like the summer break or during the holidays or during spring break or something like that, you can work 40 hours per day, per week during those breaks to get and that kind of stuff. And that's all money that can go back into your pocket. And that kind of stuff. And UF has a ton of jobs for international students. There's jobs within our student rec center. There's jobs within the dining centers, the libraries, the research departments. Our office, the Office of Admissions offers students jobs and that kind of stuff. Literally, you'll have no issue finding a job at our institution to help pay for your education or just pay for your spending money and all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah. And just like follow up with like generally what students tend to ask is the policy might change school to school, but how much, what's the compensation like? Is it per hour? Is it based on the minimum wage rate for the state?
It is based off the minimum wage. So the minimum wage of the state of Florida right now is $12.25. So that's the minimum wage based off of it. But that's not what every single department pays you. I know our college, our recreation center. So if you work with our student recreation center and that kind of stuff, they pay $14 an hour. So it's really just depending on which department you're in or what program you're doing your job with. So you can, but the minimum wage is $12. And then the University of Florida, well, actually the state of Florida does hope to take our minimum wage up to $15 within the next 5 or 6 years. So if you're here for if you're here for 4 years, or if you're here for 5 years, or however long you're here, you will get incremental raises almost every year because we have to meet the state guidelines of for how much we're going to pay you.
Perfect. So somebody's saying that they graduated, they're doing their MSc in sales and marketing right now. They're 3 semesters in. Can they transfer to an MBA?
Did you say MD to a master for a medical?
They're doing their MSc in masters in sales and marketing essentially, and can they transfer that to an MBA?
So at the graduate level, they do accept transfer students. They don't let you bring in too many credit hours at the transfer level for graduate school. Because most of our master's or PhD programs are between 2 and 4 years, they will transfer some credits, but it's very department specific. I would encourage you to reach out to the department to ask that question, because again, I don't want to give you the wrong information, and the department can help you answer that a little bit better. But every department does accept transfer credit for students at the graduate school level. It's just depending on how much credit.
And I know we've gone through this already, but again, repeat questions, people joining in and out. So can just answer this once again. Can we do PhD without any IELTS/GRE exam at UF?
For most of our PhD programs, they are requiring the GRE scores, but that's not for all of our programs. It's very department specific. And the TOEFL or IELTS is required for all students, unless you pretty much attended a university in the UK or or maybe the United States or something like that. But and there's on our website, on our admissions website, I'll have someone add that into the chat. It does give you all of the what the university's policy is on exemptions for the English proficiency. But you can find that on our university's website, as well as most universities' websites will have like what the exemptions are for English proficiency. But most PhD programs here at UF do require, I mean, all of them do for students from Pakistan, the GRE, or no, the TOEFL, which we require an 80 or a 6.0 on the IELTS exam.
Perfect. So somebody's asking, they've done their executive MBA and they're considering that they want to increase their IT skills. What sort of programs or degrees can they apply for or would be eligible for at UM?
Yeah, we have an awesome program here called Information Systems. At UF, it's MISOM, so a Masters of Science in Information Systems. And that's pretty much IT in a nutshell and that kind of stuff. And it's a really good program to do and that kind of stuff. So I really encourage you to look at that. It's actually a nationally ranked program and it's really awesome. So I would really encourage you to look at our MISOM program.
And somebody wants to know that does UF have a medical school or a dentistry school? And if so, what are the requirements and acceptance rate? And if there's a scholarship for these programs?
So we do have a medical school and we do have a dental school. Because of state standards and standards within the United States, international students are not eligible to apply to our medical school or a dental school. That is a policy from that's a funding requirement for all state universities is in the United States. If you're interested in medicine or dental school, I probably would encourage you to work with EducationUSA a little bit more so they can help you try to find a program that you can apply for. But unfortunately, you would not be eligible if you're from Pakistan, unless you have a US citizenship or have a green card.
Yeah, and I just want to add that like usually when students also do reach out to us, please reach out to your EducationUSA advisor and discuss it with them. But as a policy, we do recommend doing your medical school here, then giving your US MLEs and then going there to specialize because a lot of medical schools in the US don't allow international students to apply. Also, it's a much longer process to become a doctor in the US.
These have been some awesome questions. I do want to just say one thing real quick. I'm going to have my colleagues put our information request form in the chat. So if you do want to learn more about the University of Florida, I really encourage you to fill out our information request form. And I'm going to have my colleagues put that in the chat. I also want to say thank you to my colleagues real quick. I have a colleague named Dacia Bauer, as well as Samantha Garcia Bracho. They are the ones who are answering a lot of your questions live for me. It's not me who's typing them while I'm answering them. We've all used the same link to jump on, so that's why it all says Mathew Lisko. But I do want to say thank you to Dacia Bauer and Samantha Garcia Bracho, who are also on the chat with us today, who have been answering your questions live. But if you do want more information about the University of Florida, please fill out that freshman information request form that we just put in the chat for you to see. And that will be the easiest way to connect with me, with my colleague Samantha, my colleague Dacia, as well as learn more information about the University of Florida. But I think we have 2 more questions that just came in.
Yes, everybody just like fill out the information request form. It's in the chat box. Just go there, look at it, fill it out if you want to talk more to the representatives. Okay, so one of the questions is, can they get exemption on IELTS if they've studied 3 years of IGCSE English, which is 9th and 10th grade English, and if also in that they have like an A+.
100%. So our undergraduate students who are applying for a bachelor's program are not required to take the English proficiency exams. So we do not require TOEFL, IELTS, or Duolingo for students who are applying with a bachelor's program. So if you're doing your IGCSEs and you're applying as a undergraduate student at our institution, it's not required for you to submit English proficiency. It's recommended, it's not required, but so you do not have to worry about those exams. For master's or PhD students, it is required that you have to take English proficiency, or if you're applying as a transfer student. Transfer students, master's students, and PhD students are 100% required to take TOEFL or IELTS. Undergraduate students, it's recommended, not required.
Okay, perfect. Someone is saying they have a master's in botany, plant science. I want to apply for PhD in biology or in related fields. Should I have to contact faculty members before applying, or will the university select direct applications?
I would encourage you to contact faculty members. I think most schools would probably want you to contact faculty members. The reason why we say that is faculty members are the one, or usually on the committees, who make the decisions for PhD students. So it's really, and that kind of stuff. And as well as you want to make sure that your research matches up with some of our faculty. We have amazing faculty in botany. Actually, I believe we have one of the best botany programs in the whole entire country. I would really encourage you to contact our faculty members because they are awesome in botany. We got to look at take a look at their labs a few years ago, and there's some really, really cool things going on with botany at UF. So I would really encourage you to reach out to a faculty member who take a look at their research, and that kind of stuff, and see what they are offering and that kind of stuff. And also you want to talk to those faculty members about funding. You want to talk to those faculty members about, can they fund your research, or do they have research funding and those type of things. So it's really I really encourage you to talk to the faculty member. Don't just apply. Always reach out to someone from the department. Every department has an admissions officer like us, from the Office of Admissions. For the PhDs and master's programs, reach out to someone at the university and just introduce yourself, share a resume, give them some information. It's really, really good for someone to know your name before you apply.
Perfect. And we're nearing the end of our time, so I'm taking one last question.
Right.
So somebody's asking, they've completed their bachelor's in 2013. Is it possible for them to take admission in agriculture and entomology? And does the gap matter?
100%. We want all of you to apply at our university. It doesn't matter when you completed your bachelor's. It doesn't matter when you completed an undergraduate degree or when you completed high school. We want you to apply to the University of Florida. We want you to learn more about our institution. And we hope you learned a lot about the University of Florida and what we offer today. I definitely want to say a big thank you to our friends at EducationUSA Pakistan for hosting this session today. We couldn't have done this without them. I encourage you to reach out to us through our contact form that we've put out today, as well as we're putting some direct links for our graduate school in here. So if you want to contact the graduate school, you can email them. And again, it's really important that you do get all of our information that we have at our institution. UF is a great school. We have over 200 master's and PhD programs, 120 undergraduate programs. And it truly is a special place to get an education. And we can't wait to hopefully see you all on campus.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Firstly, I just want to thank Matthew. I want to thank Samantha. And I'm just spacing out on the last person's name, but I want to thank all three of you for taking your time out today. I know it's super early in the morning for you guys, but thank you. This was super informative. You were honestly able to get through all of the questions like pros. So thank you so much. Everybody, all the links were in the chat box. And worst case, if you missed any of those links, just go on the University of Florida website, go to admissions, or just Google Mathew Lisko, University of Florida. You will find all the information. And if you still have any questions, feel free to email me. I will put you in touch with Matthew, or just reach out to them directly, fill out the information request form. And if you still have any sessions or questions regarding this session, feel free to email me. And before we conclude, just remember to follow EducationUSA Pakistan. Our name is same across all 3 social media platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You will follow us there so you can stay up to date for events like these. And again, thank you so much, all 3 of you, for joining us today. This was extremely helpful, and I hope we can do more stuff like this in the future.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a nice evening.